welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be another tutorial on a song that I have also done in the past on my channel called Reckless Love. I really love this song because it has super easy chords. It was actually the first song that I learned to play on my guitar. It's super easy to learn, super fast, so I really hope you guys enjoy this. So the first chord we are going to be learning is E minor, but before I get to that, I want to explain something to you guys super quick. So I will be referring to the strings from the bottom up, just like I did on my ukulele tutorial, but this time instead of 4 strings, there are 6. So the same thing, it will be 1, string 2, string 3, string 4, string 5, and string 6. So that's how we're referring to the strings. And the frets the same way. So this, since I put the capo on 4 for this song, you can play capo on whatever, or you can even play without a capo. For my voice, it sounds better when I put the capo on 4, but you can play it however you want, but it's the same thing. The strings and the chords are still the same. So this will be fret 1, this will be fret 2, so on and so forth. So the first chord we're going to be learning is E minor. So E minor, you play it with 2 fingers. Does not matter which one. Some people play it with their first finger and their second finger. I prefer to play it with my second finger and my third finger. So basically, you just put 2 fingers on the 4th and the 5th string on the 2nd fret. So it should look like this. And I will also have the chord chart on the side for you guys to see that too. So it'll sound like this. Okay, so the second chord we're going to be learning is D. So D, you play it on the bottom. It's with your second finger on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, your 1st finger on the 3rd string on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. So it should sound like this. Okay, the next chord we're going to be learning is C. So C is with your 1st finger on the 2nd string on the 1st fret, your 2nd finger on the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 5th string on the 3rd fret. So it should look like this, and it'll sound like this. And the last and final chord we're going to be learning is G. So G, you can play it 2 ways. You can play it with 2 fingers on the bottom or just with 1. I'll show you guys both ways, but you can just choose which one you would like to play with. So I personally play with 2 fingers on the bottom. So basically it's your pinky finger, your 4th finger on the 1st string on the 3rd fret, your 3rd finger on the 2nd string on the 3rd fret, your 2nd finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and your 1st finger on the 5th string on the 2nd fret, and it'll sound like this. Or you could play it with just removing your pinky finger and putting your 3rd finger on the final string, the 1st string, and it'll sound like this. They sound the same, just depends on how you would like to play it. I used to play it like this, the second way, but I find it easier now to just play with my 2 fingers on the bottom. It just sounds the same, but it's just easier. So yeah, those are all of the chords, and I will now be showing you guys the chord progression. Okay, so the chord progression for this song is also super easy. This is actually a chord progression that I use in a lot of the songs that I do on my channel. It kind of fits in for kind of every song that you want to do. Most of the songs that you play, Christian music, gospel music, worship music, this chord progression fits with basically all of them. So basically, the chord progression goes down, down, up, down, up. And I'm playing this in E minor right now. So I'll do it one more time. Down, down, up, down, up. And you repeat this chord progression right now 2 times for each chord that you're going to be doing. So it'll go, and then repeat it, and then you go to the next chord, which in our case is D. Then you would go to C and repeat it again. But for C, it's different because you're going to repeat it 4 times. Because in C, for the verses, we don't play G quite yet. We only play G in the choruses and in the bridge. for the verses we do not play G, so we'll just repeat C in place of the G, so then we'll play it 4 times instead of just 2 like we normally would for the other chords. But then when we do move on to the chorus eventually in the bridge, then we'll only play it twice, just like the other ones. So for the verse, it will go down, repeat it, one more time, and then again. Alright, you guys, so that's it for the verse, and then when we would move on for the chorus, it would be that's the strumming pattern and the chord progression for the whole song. So here's what it sounds like all together. That time we only repeat it twice. C, we only repeat it twice, and then we'll just continue on with the G. So now I'm going to show you guys how I do the bridge. So for the bridge, I like to keep the same strumming pattern. I just like to add it like quieter because it's softer, and I only repeat the bridge like 4 times. So I'll do it 2 times or 1 or 2 times quietly, and then 1 or 2 times loudly like they do in the original. So this is basically, it's the same chords and it's the same strumming pattern. I just do it quieter so it would sound like. And to do a quieter effect, basically, because when you're playing it, you're like strumming really hard, and then when you're playing it quietly, you're just gonna like gently touch the strings. So that's basically just how I play the bridge, and then when it comes into like the louder part, then I'll go. So that's how the whole song goes, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Leave a comment down below of songs that you would also like to hear. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, so thank you so much for watching. Bye!